Hi, in this video we will discuss about Vogel's approximation method to obtain initial basic feasible solution for transportation problems. Okay, so to do this procedure we are having a 5 steps. What is the first step we are having? A difference column and a difference row represent the difference between the two cheapest routes from the origin to the destination. That means, so we have to take the difference for the columns as well as for the rows. Okay, so which difference we have to take? The difference between two cheapest routes. Suppose if we take this first column, destination D1, so we are having the three cells. Among these three cells, what are the two cheapest routes, cheapest cells? 1 and 10. Okay, so the difference between these two is 9. That we have to write here. Similarly, in the second column, what are the two cheapest cells? 6 and 4 are the two cheapest cells. So the difference between these two cells is 2, that we have to write here. So that is the difference between the two cheapest cells in the column as well as a row. Okay na? So we have to take the difference in the columns as well as the rows. That means that we have to take the difference between two cheapest cells. Similarly in the rows, what are the cells we are having? 12 and 4. For the row 1 we are having the two cells 12 and 4. So what is the difference between these 12 and 4? 8. Similarly for the second row, what are the two cheapest cells? 8 and 1. So what is the difference between 8 and 1? 7. Similarly for the row O3, what are the two cheapest cells? 10 and 6. What is the difference between these two? 4. Okay, so this is the difference in rows and this is the difference in columns. Okay, that is the first step we have to do. So the first step is we have to find out the difference columns as well as difference rows. That is, we have to take the difference between two cheapest cells from the origin to the destination. Okay, that is the first step. What is the second step? Identify the highest difference. That means we have calculated the difference values. Among these difference values, so we have to identify the highest value among these 9, 2, 8, 7, 4. Which one is the highest value? 9 is the highest value. So that we have to identify. Here in this problem 9 is the highest value. Next, first assignment is made to the cheapest cell in the difference column or difference row. That means, so we have to identify that column or row which is having highest difference, and in that column or row we have to assign the number of goods. So for which cell we have to assign? For the cheapest cell in that highest difference. So in this highest difference column we have to select the cheapest cell among this among this destination D1. What is the cheapest cell? 1 is the cheapest cell, that we have to identify. So and in this we have to fill the number of goods. So for this cell O2 D1, for the O2, what is the capacity we are having? 9. What is the destination we are having? 23. Among 9 and 29, which one is the smallest value? 9 is the smallest value. That's why we have to fill 9 here. We have to fill 9 here. So now the row O2 is completely satisfied. That means we have to eliminate this row and we have to subtract this 9 from this requirement, and the remaining is we have to take. It is 14 is the remaining. Similarly, again we have to go for next step. Remove the column or row or both which is exhausted. So here this second row is exhausted according to the fourth step. Now it is eliminated, okay, or removed. So next, coming to the fifth step, repeat the steps from 1 and 4 until all allocations are made. That means we have to repeat this process again from 1 to 4 until all cells are allocated. All cells are allocated. We have to repeat the same procedure. That means again we have to take the difference according to the first step. Again now we are having 12 and 10. Among these two, what is the difference we are having? 2. Among 4 and 6, what is the difference we are having? 2. Next, among 12 and 4, what is the difference we are having? 8. Next, among 10 and 6, what is the difference we are having? 4. Among this 2, 2, 8, 4, which one is the highest difference? 8 is the highest difference. That means we have to take this row In this row we have to take the cheapest cell among this row 12 and 4. Which one is the cheapest cell? To 4 is the cheapest cell. That means we have to allocate the number in this O1 D2 cell. So for O1 row, what is the capacity we are having? 16. And for D2 destination, what is the requirement we are having? 18. Among 16 and 18, which one is the smallest value? 16 is the smallest value. That means we have to fill this row cell with respect to 15, and we have to subtract that 16 from this 18, and we have to write the remaining value in the brackets. Okay. Next, now coming to see here, according to the fourth step, this O1 row is completely satisfied now. So 16 and this is also 16. That means this row is completely satisfied, and we have to eliminate this row. Next, again we have to go for the same procedure. So now to go for the same procedure, so is there any differences? We are having only one value, 10. Next, 6. Next, 10 minus 6, 4. Among this one, which one is the highest? 10, 6, 4. 10 is the highest. That means we have to fill in this column. In this column, what is the remaining cell we are having? This is only having the remaining cell. We have to fill this cell now compulsorily. So what is the capacity for this cell? 16. What is the requirement? 14. Among 16 and 14, 14 is the smallest value. That means we have to fill here 14. Okay. Next, and we have to subtract this 14 from the 16, and the remaining is 2. That we have to write here. Okay. That means now if you see here, 14 plus 9, 23. So now 23. That means the destination D1 is now completely satisfied, and we have to eliminate this row, this column. Okay. Now we are having only one cell, that is O3 D2. Now we have to fill this cell. So what is the capacity of this cell? 2. What is the requirement of this cell? 2. That means we have to fill this with respect to 2. Okay. Now this is also exhausted, and this also can be eliminated. Now all the cells are filled, completely allocated. Okay. Now with this the problem is completed, and we have to find out the initial basic feasible solution, and we can find out the initial total cost of transportation. Okay, with the help of these positive cells. Okay, like this we have to do the procedure for the problems also.